What's up, everybody? Welcome back to some more Blood and Plunder here as we take another quick look at some of the French factions. So we're moving on here and taking a look at the Chasseurs list, which thematically or time period-wise covers about 1635 to 1713, so quite a bit of our time period that the game takes place in anyway. So it is a pretty good list. It has some interesting rules and very different from the previous two that we've looked at so far. Now this is one where you cannot include a ship that's size 2 or larger, so it's going to be more focused on some land battles here, ideally, for this force. Now it does something pretty unique here that we haven't seen yet with the French as far as force special rules go. So if a unit in this force is activated with a spade or a heart, it actually gains tough until the end of the turn, which if you have it pushed, lets you take a fatigue off. So pretty neat overall, and if you can really use that optimally throughout the game, just getting multiple extra fatigues off and essentially getting a lot of free actions out of that throughout the course of the game. Again, if you're doing this very efficiently with cards, really will almost let you sort of net whole extra activations and really turns if you're getting really lucky with the cards that you're using. So super cool there. It really will then allow you to do more active things like maybe shooting or so on and so forth in the game. So now that being said, unlike most forces where we see a bonus towards being attackers, here we actually get a -2 roll to determine attackers in the scenario. So unlikely that you're going to win on that, especially going up against a force that would have a bonus. And core unit wise, again, very different from what we've seen so far. Much smaller unit selection than, let's say, the Buccaneer list, for example, or even the Militia list. So all we're getting here is Buccaneers and Engagés. And then for support units, we have Milice de Caraïbes, Buccaneers again, and then Miliciens. So no Flibustiers in this list. Command options, any Chasseurs Commander or Charles Tour. And then if we're playing the big army scale, we get Caribbean Tribes, French Militia, and the Buccaneers lists there. So again, quite different from what we've seen before. We were kind of spoiled with the Buccaneers list itself with just all the variety of units that you had available to you. So again, pretty massive there. This is definitely very much focused on just a few core things, pun intended here. Specifically loading up on Buccaneers, not a bad thing by any means, and Engagés, and then having a little bit of other support with, again, our three choices there. So again, not going to be focused on any big naval engagements with this, and unlikely to win the attacker position. But again, if you're really going to home in on taking advantage of activation, so focusing on whenever you get spades and hearts, and just playing smart with that, so ideally you don't push units that you're activating with those cards, you, again, will be very efficient with your turns and your gameplay, and really will net some extra value out of that. So it should be an interesting list to test out. Let us know your thoughts on if you've tested out the Chasseurs list and how that's gone for you. What did you focus on as far as composition wise? Did you kind of spread out and take multiple different units, or really load up on one or just maybe a few? And then how did that work for you as far as the special rules go? So let us know in the comments, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe as well. We'll have much more Blood and Plunder for you soon. We're going to look at the Royal Navy next for the French, and then on to some other things, and then some more battle reports in the near future as well, as we get some more things painted up for you guys, and working on our native list to also bring you a third faction. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.